When you're in Spot and the Blotters, and as we talk about doing covers, which you guys mainly were a variety act, and you would play covers, but you had the opportunity to make an album called Circulating with Al Green's producer at the time.
Yes.
And so how do you go from being an act that's doing covers to somebody providing you an opportunity to do something original?
It's being at the right place at the right time. We were at that time to meet him and Al Green. We were in Grand Rapids, Michigan, in a place called The Basement.
Palmer James.
Yeah.
And
he just stopped in one night because he had, I guess he had played there earlier.
Yeah.
And he stopped in one night because at that time we would be playing like 5-6 nights a week.
Yeah.
All the time. Every place we'd go, it was always a week gig. And he stopped in and said, look, this is Al Green. Do you mind if he sits in and does a song with you? And we go, shh, go ahead.
Was this before he was big, or was this?
He was just starting
coming up
to rise.
Okay.
He had Backup Train had just started,
Okay.
and it was on its way up.
Yeah.
None of us knew who he was.
Yeah.
We figured, okay, what the hell? We'll
let him sit in.
Yeah.
And what was he? What do you mean by sitting? Like, what was he doing?
He just was going to come in and sing a song with us.
Oh, okay. For one song?
Yeah, one song. And it was Harlem Shuffle.
Oh.
And at that time, I had heard it, but I did not know it that well.
Right.
Spotto and Dino and I think it was Bobby at that time. They knew it, so they went, okay, fine. So he sat in, and we started doing the song.
Yeah.
And at the end of the song, Spot just looked at me and said, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. He's just not that good.
Al Green himself, you know, the great Al Green. And so, I mean, in your world, in your experience, you know how to play by ear. So you're picking up on you know, the chord progressions and what you need to do. And I'm sure it sounded great. But was that sit-in, that moment, was that what led to Palmer James, his producer, to saying, let's record something?
Yes, yeah.
It was just the right place at the right time.
Right.
He could have not been there.
He was there, and he went, oh, they got a good sound.
Interesting.
He sat in the audience for, I don't know how long he was there for.
Yeah.
Mainly because usually when we're performing, we're doing choreography, we're doing skits, we're doing things all the time. And I'm
it's
looking
a whole show. You're watching everybody.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
And then he came up and talked to us, and we went,
afterwards.
All right,
he came up. And so was that experience like him saying, I want to record a song for you, or I want you guys to come in?
You guys, have you done any recording? And we went, no, we haven't. And at this time, Dino was writing stuff, but we had not taken the time off.
Were you in Minnesota, or where were you?
We were in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, Grand Rapids. Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
And Dino's had been writing at that time for years.
Right.
But we never took time off to go to a recording studio.
And so getting that opportunity to record this track Circulating, A side, and then B side had the instrumental version.
Correct.
Are you, was that song written by you guys, or was that provided to you?
That was provided to us.
So he had that in his mind. He said, I have this track. You guys would probably be great for this.
Well, the one thing about Spot and the Blotters, musically, if you listen to them, they were okay. But you had to be in the arena at that time to really get the full impetus of what we were.
Right.
I mean, the excitement and the movement and the dancing and the lights and everything. It was a show.
Yeah.
From beginning to end.
And so you were finally living a dream that you had always wanted.
Man.
This was your highlight. This was listening to those soul albums. I mean, everything from learning bass, being in all those other bands, you were doing it.
Yeah.
And being asked then to record an album from Al Green's producer, and he brought you in. Did you guys have to pay for any of that, or it was all treated to you? It was all taken care of? You guys had to get yourselves there.
Basically, we did pay for it only because the studio that we recorded in was run by our producer's son.
Okay, so another connection there.
Yes.
Now, what's interesting about the album, you know, I didn't really know about this till years later, and you told me, and I was able to find an actual physical copy of the album, and I gave it to you, but I told you I found it on eBay, and it came from overseas, over in Germany.
Yeah.
So I don't know where this cross from a single, a single album from this band that it should only be known to locals. Really, I mean, I know you guys traveled all over, but for someone in Germany to know about this,
something happened, and I don't remember it. Internet radio stations started popping up when that started.
Right.
And there was a guy in Boston that had roots in the Michigan area, and he remembered the old bands from then. So he picked up songs and things and played it in Boston.
Yes.
All of a sudden, our songs started getting a lot of airplay in Boston.
Yeah.
Somebody in Germany heard this guy's stuff and picked up all those songs and sent them over to Germany, and they started playing there. So we got to be the number 2 most requested song in Germany at that time.
That is incredible. It's mind-blowing to think about that. It is one of the coolest things. And
I never knew about it. Right. I didn't know about it until
I got recognizing you on the street.
I got a call from Boston asking me about Spot and the Blotters, and I went, oh, okay. And so I sent him a whole bunch of information and literature.
Sure. And now we know why. Now we know that crossover. That's really cool.